lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 2 games. Doesn't mean the team.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right.
I misunderstood
2 games a night. Remember
on the set.
Yeah. Anyway, I was saying the injuries they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a.
And man up.
Yeah. Maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. So for the Jazz in this matchup, they got to be feeling pretty good as they won that last outing against the Boston Celtics.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 5.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan.
Burke, the pass to Burks. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now, here's Thomas. And the pass to Sullinger. Johnson the screen for 3. Thomas, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building. And there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
That free throw good from the Prodigy. Both free throws good from the Prodigy. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. He was all alone on that one. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Shots good from the Prodigy. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's Sullinger atop the key. Bradley is screen on Gobert. Crowder with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Thomas missing. Celtics on D, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
Here's Thomas following the three-pointer by Utah. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Burke has it in the corner. Pass to the prodigy. Shot from 12. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 4th assist in this one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Bradley. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Utah. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Burks can't get it to go.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Thomas dishes to Bradley. Launches it. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pass to the prodigy. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, that one rolling around and rims out. Now Thomas. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Utah leading. The dish now to Ingles. Lays it up and banks it in. Ingles has got 5.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Thomas. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Can't capitalize on the good screen.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Here's the prodigy. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Bradley drives in. Outside Thomas. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Freak.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Johnson left side. Johnson the screen. Bradley, no one around him. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Taking a look now at stats for Isaiah Thomas. He's really stood out for them over the past month. 3rd in steals, 17th. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And, you know, it's his lightning-quick hands that have made him one of the best at taking the ball away from opponents. He's also got excellent anticipation.
And Utah making a change here. Favors is checked in. Evan Turner, he's checked in for the Celtics. Bradley passes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. Up top Sullinger. On the wing, Turner. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
At the top of the key, Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the prodigy. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Jazz leading by 4. Here's Burke. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this deep is going to be easy. That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
The Jazz have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. The pass to the Prodigy. To the middle. Here's Ingles. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 6 assists here tonight.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. Top assisting centers and forwards this year. Freak number 1.
You think of some of the great passing big men over the years, and they are some of the best players ever. I mean, period. I'm sure that's not lost on him.
Certainly not. I mean, it's precisely why he's worked so hard to become the passer he is today. He didn't want to just be a scorer. He wanted to be a complete post player, and he's done it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at Utah. Very strong season they've had. Always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Oklahoma City. They're just sitting 1 spot down right on their heels.
And I think for the Jazz, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a good game for the Prodigy. He already has 10 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Both free throws good from the Prodigy. Celtics trail by 6. Dishes it to Turner.